Passionate about farming and serving as a good steward of the land, Roy Loudenslager has led by example by serving as a lifelong farmer, inventor, innovator, and engineer. Roy's success in the agricultural industry and as a community servant began as a teen when he was named Ohio's first FFA Star Farmer. Even back in high school, environmental stewardship was at the forefront of the family's operation. Roy worked closely with his brother Don and his father, Forrest.
After graduation, we formed a partnership of Forrest, Don, and Roy that grew into, over the years, two Loudenslager sons, just Don and Roy. In 1960s, we built this farrow-to-finish operation behind us, where we could have a flush system going out to a lagoon, and we had 300 sows and pigs, and we continued that until the technology and the pork industry changed and we grew older, and we still continue to grow soybeans and corn.
Protecting the land, air, and water on and off the farm has always been a top priority for Roy, and one he takes very seriously. To Roy, being an environmental steward means using the resources we have responsibly at all times.
After we plant a seed in the soil, all we are doing is taking the environment, using the environment to make another type of energy such as corn, wheat, and soybeans. If we don't take care of our soil and our water, we cannot leave it better than what we had it when we started farming.
Throughout the years, Roy has offered his time and talents to many state and national organizations. Roy played a critical role in establishing the Ohio Soybean Council as one of the nation's top producer-funded state promotion and research boards. He is a past chairman of the council and has served on various other boards, including National City Bank, Marion General Hospital, the United Soybean Board, and positions of leadership with Lions Club International and the Ohio State University Agricultural Technical Institute Advisory Committee.
Dad taught us to support all commodity organizations. Find one that we want to be active in. You can't be active in all of them or you would never get anything done at home.
Roy is characterized by his friends and family as a serious yet benevolent advocate for agriculture. He has a true passion for working with today's youth and encouraging them to pursue careers in the industry.
There are many different fields of agriculture. You have sales, research, engineering, agronomy, livestock, and actually out in the field producing. You have to have devotion for your job. You must have a spouse that is understanding your responsibilities and help you to be successful, and you must be a good money manager.
Roy's work and tireless leadership have had profound influences on the livestock and crop production industries and in his community. We are happy to welcome Roy Loudenslager into the Ohio Agriculture Hall of Fame.
I've asked many, who do I recognize first or last on the list? The oldest, the most recent, or the most years? I didn't get a definite answer from anybody, but I've chosen to thank God for putting me on this farm at this time when I've had so many opportunities. I feel doubly honored to be inducted into the Ohio Agriculture Hall of Fame along with my brother Don. We are following in the footsteps of our father, who was inducted in 1978. Then I'm going to go to parents and grandparents, Forrest and Catherine Loudenslager, for instilling a strong work ethic. Then I have a special family, that Craycraft family, that my dad brought here in 1945 to work on this farm. Stan and Evelyn, along with their family, came when I was 10 years old. He allowed me to drive the pickup over the stumps and get him caught while he was throwing corn out to the hogs, and never complained. Still today, one of his sons, Ronnie, and a grandson, Richard, are here to help keep this place going. Then I have my ag teacher, Archie Bishop. Then there's John Buck and Brad Moffett, the two nominators that put this application together. Ohio Health for the sponsorship to the Ohio Ag Council. Bruce Hagan and staff and fellow board members, I thank you. Ohio Health has the management contract with Marion County to management of the hospital. While forming the Ohio Soybean Council in 1990, with the great leadership of Keith Stempert, we were able to bring all the farm organizations together and start the Ohio Soybean Council. Our daughter and her family, Lynn and Brant Zucker, along with grandsons Ben and his wife Amanda, Joshua and Jonathan, who they are all here today, but Jonathan is presently finishing at the Ohio State University, and he's continuing to help us on the farm. I have a table of friends out here that we couldn't get along without. I was told by one person that the last person you would thank would be the one you'd all remember. At this time, I'd like to introduce my first wife of 57 years ago, Judy. I can't list all the things that she has contributed to making our farm business successful. Many meals in the field, many late dinners. Many times we were to go to a picnic and the cattle were out, so we couldn't go. Lastly, she spent many hours with John Buck and Brad Moffett, helping them with the information for this application. I want to thank you all.